Ghana's mental health ratio puts doctor to patient at 1:1.7 million and psychiatric hospital to 1.6 million people. The country can only record 3 psychiatric hospitals: Accra, Ankafo and Pantai Psychiatric Hospital. Friends of Mental Health, an NGO which was launched on 23rd October 2017, aims to enhance mental health care within the African continent and promote mental well-being for all.
I think that public education is also very, very important. Probably we should be able to do some community outreach or establish some kind of community mental health kind of centers to look at not the therapeutic side of it, but probably the preventive side of it. One other thing that, if I have to propose, is the community outreach that I have mentioned as should be part of their program. Community outreach will address a wide array of things. People are walking around, they have stresses of their lives, they have insufficient understanding of what mental health means, and how to treat people or how to handle people who are suffering from mental health challenges. All these things go further to worsen their circumstances.
Mental health has been with us since Adam. Unfortunately, like I rightly said it during my speech, it has been put on a low priority through nobody's fault. We haven't had enough funding as a country, and when we get funds, health issues are prioritized.
The CEO, Nana Okasi Esando, who established the NGO after listening to a radio program, is advocating for proper facilities, medication for people with mental challenges.
We are going to mount on a vivid campaign for advocacy to ensure that we create awareness out there. That everybody, let us knock doors and gaze to various places, and we see that people are hiding these people. And don't forget that they are saying that out of 4, so we are 4 here, 4 of us, 1 is having some issue. But I can say you all, you understand? So it means everybody. And the rate is so high that if you don't, some of us don't take it up and work on it, it will get out of gear. But if you want to go to Parliament, we have to have sound mind. And therefore, they should have gone to Mental Health Authority for them to be examined first. Not so. Sure. But that one, nobody will allow that one to work.
Professor Stephen Adai, who is a member of the Board of Trustees, added that people with mental health challenges are vulnerable and Christians must help preserve their lives.
The mental health person is first our neighbor. They walk in our streets, they come from our homes, and therefore the commandment to love our neighbors as ourselves is binding on us, and it should influence our attitude towards those mentally sick. But more so, the mentally sick are the most vulnerable of all people in society, because whilst everybody else can help themselves a little bit, even the poor person can decide that he'll go for a paracetamol. The mental health person, the faculty in mental health, the faculty to help yourself and to decide is what is at stake. And therefore, if Christians have to show our common humanity, then that's where. And let us not forget that those who are suffering from mental health were also made in the image of God. And we have that responsibility to preserve and to dignify anybody's life if we are Christians.
Some patients suffer schizophrenia, substance abuse, depression, acute organic brain syndrome, bipolar disorder, alcohol dependency, epilepsy, dementia. The Friends of Mental Health, in collaboration with Mental Health Authority and Ministry of Health, is taking up the challenge to raise funds to address challenges in the mental health sector. Louis S.K. Apetor for Precious TV.